author of Patriots of Two Nations, and he joins us now live from Monterey in California. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the program today. Now, there are so many angles that we can talk about, but I guess I should start off by asking you how Elon Musk is going to change the social media platform and how being a private company will add to that drastic change.
Well, I think we can only speculate, and Elon Musk is nothing if not surprising and unpredictable. I think we do have to be concerned here, whatever our position on free speech is, and I certainly lean towards protecting free speech as a primary value of liberal democracy. But we have to be concerned at how poorly all of us understand this new world of technology. The free speech rights that were encoded in the American Constitution, for example, is the First Amendment that you can find as the first priority in John Stuart Mill's classic text on liberty from back in the 19th century. Those were written at a time when free speech meant actually speaking in a small group in the public square, in a meeting hall, or in a newspaper in print. And none of those folks could possibly anticipate not just the communication effects, but the psychological effects, especially of social media, that we don't clearly understand yet.
Why do you think that freedom of speech has been one of the first things that he's tweeted about since announcing the deal?
You know, he seems to have libertarian views, meaning, libertarian in the sense of maximum liberty for things like the right to free speech. And that's typical of Silicon Valley CEOs and engineers. And again, I support a strong commitment to free speech, but there is a tendency, and I've worked in Silicon Valley for quite a few years in the past. I'm kind of familiar with the mindset, and there is a tendency towards absolutism that shows a lack of political sophistication. And one of the risks of engineers, the more brilliant they are, the greater this risk grows. And Elon Musk, of course, is a brilliant engineer and a brilliant business person. But they tend to think that they can apply that mindset to solving every problem. And they wonder why everybody else is so stupid that they haven't solved all these other problems, like free speech, for example, or the difficulties of running a publishing enterprise or a social media network. And it's not as simple as having an absolutist commitment to free speech. There is no absolute right to free speech. There's no absolute right to virtually any right.
Mm-hmm. Well, now he also has access to an immense amount of data. And what do you think that we could see him do with that data? And could all this information play a role in growing his other businesses?
Certainly. As a private individual taking a publicly traded company private, there are enormous implications there. We've seen the literally society-changing impact of Rupert Murdoch in the United States, Australia, Great Britain, other countries where he's established large ownership positions in media and has been able to affect the politics and even the culture through owning these gigantically powerful media outlets. So anytime a private individual has access to this much power, we have to be concerned in a democracy. Again, it's a complicated question of balancing the individual rights, which includes the individual rights of extremely wealthy people or extremely powerful people, as well as the least wealthy and powerful people. It's a very difficult problem, but we have to be very concerned. This is one of the primary functions of free speech with a free press, which is why the founders of the United States cared about it so much, is that when there are concentrations of power, what you want a media for is to counterbalance that power. But of course, that's not what happens when private individuals own the media. And that's one of the huge issues we're wrestling with here.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what's in store for the future of Twitter. Thank you so much for joining us here on TRT World, Spencer Critchley.
My pleasure.